Today we're going to be using black ink to create values using a traditional artist's pen. Notice that the tip is metal and it doesn't hold any ink inside the actual handle. There's no ink in here like a traditional ink pen or the Sharpie pen that you are using. This pen is inked by dipping into ink or by using the built-in dropper on your ink container to put ink onto the tip. The ink that we're using is Higgins Black Magic, and there are other brands. They come in a container like this. They are refillable, so if you do empty one for some reason, do not throw it away, please. Now, when you first open the ink, you'll see that it's way up there at the top. You could dip right in if it's there. Then what you'll do is you'll take your paper, your blotter paper, and that's the one that you'll use to start the pen. These pens are a little bit difficult to get going, and sometimes they need a little bit of help. You would never want to dip directly into your pen inkwell and then go directly to the paper or the piece of art that you're working on. That could be really dangerous. In general, you'll use the dropper, it's built in, and you'll put a drop at the most on the back of the tip. Notice, when you're drawing, it goes this way, and when you ink it, you flip it upside down so that the pool there is available. Notice that the hole is now filled with ink. The ink doesn't bleed unless you put too much. Once you take your pen to the paper, you will see that the ink will flow. You'll get a few lines, a few dots before you have to ink it again. You can do lines and dots for shading. Traditional ink techniques definitely useful here. Remember cross-hatching. You draw the lines in one direction, then you cross them in another, and another, and another to make it darker. If you're wanting to make shades of gray, you can dilute the ink using a palette. Take a drop. You'll see that a little goes a long way. And you'll put a little bit of water. You can use a cup, pour a tiny bit. You'll see, whoa, I went way crazy with that. But I can get shades of gray all day. This is more useful with a brush. You'll take a traditional watercolor brush, and we're not using the thickest paper in the world, so you don't want to put too much water, but you can see how you can get an infinite variety of shades of gray by diluting the ink.